Hello, Leander ISD. I'm here today to share with you some of the budget reductions that I'll be recommending to our Board of Trustees tomorrow night. It's important to note that this is not the final budget, but rather a worst-case scenario based on the information we currently have from the state. My commitment has been to keep you abreast of our progress, whether through Straight Talk, webcasts, or community and staff budget workshops. Feedback has been an invaluable part of the process, and I appreciate all of you who shared your suggestions as we've used the feedback to make serious decisions. We delayed making decisions as long as possible because we wanted to have input from staff, community, and parents, as well as the ability to research any and all options to try and avoid non-renewal of any contracts. We've diligently looked at efficiencies in our system and have compiled our recommendations after much consideration and deliberation. The timing of this announcement is tied to the legal requirement to notify teachers of their employment status 45 days prior to the last day of instruction. And as I've said, that means we need to approximate a budget by early April, even though the state won't have a budget until May, June, or even July. You've heard me say that personnel makes up about 86% of our costs, and while every dollar we save in program areas and supplies helps, it just isn't enough to cover the devastating shortfalls the state is telling us we'll have. And so, in order to meet our estimated $29 million shortfall, LISD will eliminate 141 central office and non-classroom positions, as well as 109 classroom positions due to staffing adjustments. We're non-renewing 213 probationary 1 teaching contracts so that we can absorb the term contracted employees whose positions are being eliminated. In addition, we reviewed feedback from our stakeholders and will be recommending a number of others, including the following: 2 furlough days for next year, modifying the pupil-teacher ratio at elementary and high school and eliminating the double blocking of middle school classes, reducing athletics and fine arts staffing and operations budgets, as well as golf and tennis at the middle school, reducing campus and central office administrator positions, modifying employee insurance benefits and premiums, eliminating district-provided cell phones and coffee, charging fees for student transfer requests and for small appliances, closing LISD for an additional week in the summer, modifying transportation offerings by increasing the walk-to-stop policy and eliminating some special shuttle service, and adjusting school start and end times to allow for triple routing. A complete list of budget reductions that I'll be presenting to the board will be available on the district website for your review. This has been an incredibly difficult process. Through it all, we've had to stay focused on why we exist as a system. Student learning is at the core of who we are, and it pains me that part of our most valuable resource, our teachers, are being non-renewed. This action is in no way a reflection of their performance. The passion each of you has for the education of our students is invaluable, and our hope is that when we know more information about our financial state, that we'll be able to bring back as many displaced staff as possible. This is an ever-evolving process. Months ago, when the legislature began meeting, they told us to hope for the best, but plan for the worst. We've taken the necessary steps to prepare our system for cuts that will inevitably come without knowing how deep they will be. But come August 22nd, our doors will open to fresh young faces who are eager to learn, and our focus must remain on their learning. In Leander ISD, we pride ourselves on our culture, and while it's nice to have when times are good, it's vital to have when times are difficult. We'll get through this crisis together, and we will remain a district of choice. Thank you for your commitment to student learning and to Leander ISD.